Hello everyone, today I'm gonna be watching ARMA 3 The Military Sandbox Experience by martincitopants. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place today. Just been one of those days. But yes, thankfully this is gonna help that day. Let's check it out. In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, okay.
Have you ever wanted to participate
Wait, what? Okay, I need to...
in highly secretive, covert military operations? Do you feel
Yeah.
the need to assert your dominance on the local populace and wildlife?
God damn
Would you like
it.
to set your military boner at full mast? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I have the perfect game for you. Welcome to
Fair
ARMA
enough.
3, a game built upon intense militaristic and the rejection of simple-minded, primitive... A game built upon intense militaristic and the rejection of simple-minded, primitive concepts
Holocaust.
like morality, empathy, and the Geneva Convention. ARMA 3 is a modern military simulator that sells itself on high realism and accuracy. In ARMA, you play as a modern...
God damn, he's already getting me. What the fuck? I mean,
Modern
yeah, it's real. It's just you get armored sometimes.
military simulator that sells itself on high realism and
Fucking hell.
accuracy. In ARMA, you play as modern military male number 3382, complete with piss-weak cardio, skin-tight diving suit, and intense nightmares from the war crimes he has bared witness to. Of course, it's not necessary to play as a military guy, as there are plenty of mods for changing your player model to whatever you want. I find that the LEGO player models strike a good balance between realism and psychological torment.
What the fuck?
The game is set in the fictional nation of Greece, a barren, dry, suspiciously debt-free war zone. The base game takes place on 2 scaled-down islands in the Aegean Sea, Altus and Stratus.
True.
ARMA 3 is a true sandbox experience. Each server you join will have a unique community, mod set, game mode, and mental disorder.
He's not wrong. He's not fucking wrong. God damn.
The game is what you make it. If you want to pretend to be a bunch of Delta Force commandos, brutally eradicating every door you come across, go for it. Maybe you would like to participate in a combined arms exercise as a fast jet pilot, flying high above the battlefield with larger than average moral separation from your terrible crimes. Perhaps you would like to roleplay as Jedi Master Yoda and run people down in your 2001 Honda Civic. All of this and much more is possible in ARMA 3. In my many hours of playing this game, I've only spent significant time on 3 main game modes: King of the Hill, Exile, and...
I never played any of those.
On occasion, I'll hop
sadly.
into another game mode like Altus Life, but I've never really seen the appeal of mining salt for 6 hours, only to get dropped by some bandits with high-powered Autismo rifles 2 kilometers away.
100 meters, right up ahead! Man, 100 meters!
Front.
ARMA 3 has a single player, which you can play and then immediately forget about. I'm
True.
sure plenty of people have found lots of value in these single-player experiences.
It's a good instruction by learning commands, especially directing to AI, you know?
But in my experience, the friendly AI has undergone total nervous system breakdown and doesn't seem to understand how to move their legs in the correct direction, while the enemy AI has possession of the world's greatest super soldiers,
You need to learn
capable
that,
of
though.
spotting you from several hundred meters away without even looking. I'm not
You need
saying
to
that the
learn
single-player
that still.
campaigns are bad, but reloading the game several times because you remove the lower half of your body via landmines isn't the most fun.
True.
Single player will never be a replacement for the true specimens you can meet on multiplayer servers. Remember,
True.
the game is a modern military simulator, and it sells itself on its very high realism, something it does quite well.
God, that's one of the only thing that's not real. To be fair, like not being able to jump isn't real too.
Here are some examples. 1. There are approximately 7,824 different positions your character can occupy. Standing up, but standing up and to the right, leaning to the right while standing to the right, crouched but up a little bit. Ooh,
Yeah, that's like unrealistic a bit.
Crouched.
It burns.
Crouched and standing to the right while leaning to the right. Crouched low to conceal movement. Sitting down for a nice
Holy
chill
shit,
tone,
yeah.
and so you can scrape your ass along the pavement. Lying down prone while leaning to the right, and finally, looking for something under the couch.
This is
Your character
it's not
can also
wrong.
perform incredible feats of acrobatics and strength.
God damn.
Look at that core strength. Mmm.
Jesus
The Holy
fuck.
Spirit said to me, just manifest the power of the blood.
2. Really piss weak cardio. Come on, dude, just hurry up. It's not even that easy. Just hurry up. Jesus Christ.
What was
cardio.
that?
Just manifest
What is that?
the power of the blood.
2. Really piss weak cardio. Come on, dude, just hurry up. It's not even that heavy. Just hurry
Middle
up.
mouse,
Jesus
middle
Christ,
mouse.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
My man in his standard issue military boots will struggle immensely when the grade is over 15 degrees.
True.
On the other hand, walk on a big rock or other prop and you turn into Delta Force Spider-Man. 3. The ballistic system. There's this really good
Oh,
video from like
God.
2016 about the bullet mechanics in this game that summarizes everything you need to know. Basically, the devs decided to make their lives more difficult by introducing heaps of factors like bullet drop, wind resistance, penetration depth, material penetrated, the energy of the bullet, deflection angle, and the sound the bullet makes depending on velocity.
I mean, it's real.
4. Bullet damage, i.e. just about every gun in this game will kill you in one shot. The game suffers from some pretty extreme balance issues when some players only have access to
Okay, listen. I mean, he's right, but like, unless you're a fucking AI, AI don't die usually. You need to be careful when you need to just do one clip completely, just for AI. Unless
the
you
game
headshot.
suffers from some pretty extreme balance issues when some players only have access to 5.56 rifles, which are basically automatic beanbag guns, while other players have access to high-powered sniper
God
rifles
damn.
that can go through 6 buildings and exit out the other side.
True. That's fucking true.
Don't let the weight reduction fool you. Anything below 7.62 kinda sucks. 5. The big and very nice map. For a
Oof.
game released almost 7 years ago, it still beats out modern games like PUBG and Warzone. The main map Altus is around 270 square kilometers, and every
Holy
single one
shit.
of those is well detailed and nice. Except for these fences. These fences can fuck right off.
Unless you're in a vehicle, you can
6.
run them over.
The advanced helicopter flight model. There are 2 genders in this game, standard and advanced. Much like driving an automatic, people who use the base flight model are perfectly reasonable and are using their helicopter as a means of getting from one point to another.
Yep.
Then, there are the people who drive stick, and they use the advanced helicopter flight model to flex how much of a milsim operator they are,
Yeah.
and how wide their scrotal tissue
It's
is.
so
I couldn't
it
tell-
sucks so much, and it's not even like a real helicopter. Seriously, like it's not. If you if you play a helicopter simulator, that's how it is. This is not.
Tell you how many times some complete numpty in King of the Hill believes he is the greatest helicopter pilot on planet Earth, only to smash directly into the telephone pole you're trying to go on. 7. The big
I
list
had-
of optics. Do you
I still when I play a helicopter, I still look like a retarded person. So yeah, true. It's just so difficult.
like seeing deeply into the soul of the
Practice.
life you are about to extinguish? Do you feel the need to be able to precisely pinpoint the location and distribution
damn.
of an enemy's nasal follicles? Fear no more. With this wide array of weapon optics, no nose hairs
Yep.
will remain unaccounted for. Maybe you need to
Jesus
precisely locate
Christ.
and terminate local wildlife with assistance from heavy airborne ordnance.
Holy
For this
fuck!
job, my money is with the thermal and night vision helmet. The most
It looks
effective
so
way
cool.
of locating and terminating members of the local ecosystem. For only 7 easy payments of $49.99, $99.99, this revolutionary product can be yours. So what are you waiting for? 8. The constant feeling of impending doom. I'm not going to pretend I know what it's like to be in a real war zone, but between the documentaries and footage I've watched, I would imagine that you're either constantly being watched or feel like you're being watched, and there's
True.
nothing you can do about it. No other game I've played truly captures the feeling like a pair of beady eyes watching you, like ARMA 3.
Yeah.
There could only be you and one other human being online in the 270 square kilometers of Altus, but I'm still checking the hilltops, listening out for
Every
disturbances, and keeping
second.
a low profile.
That is so true. Holy shit. I never considered that, but that is so fucking true. You never feel alone, even if you're alone. It's just impossible.
I think it says a lot about the realism in the game when you subconsciously realize something isn't right before spotting someone.
Oh yeah, there you go. Fuck. King of the Hill. Holy shit. Okay.
Welcome to King of the Hill, an exercise in extreme mental endurance as you withstand your teammates' best attempts at causing catastrophic intracranial hemorrhaging. In Koth, there are 3 teams, each fighting for control of the zone. Each team starts around 2 kilometers away from the zone and needs to stand inside to win. Every 45 seconds, a point goes to the team with the most players in the zone. Your team wins once you accumulate 100 points. Pretty simple and very enjoyable. Koth games will last around 3 hours and run at a much faster pace than other games.
Too much anxiety
The
though.
objective of Koth is very simple. Collect money, get guns, destroy vehicles, and kill. Now how would one go about doing this? Well, like this.
Oh yeah. This is a shark. There you go. Jesus Christ. Die. Come on, what the fuck? Yeah, that's how you get ARMA. What the fuck? Monkey bit. Okay, that's not good. Exile. Okay, what is exile?
Remember DayZ? Well, Exile is a little like DayZ, but actually fun. Instead of zombies, there are soldiers that occupy missions and drive around the map in vehicles. You play as a prison inmate sent into exile from the sky.
Oh, like a scum!
Yeah, right. You begin with a very stylish orange jumpsuit and on occasion are given access to the most deadly,
dashing,
powerful vehicle in the game. The bicycle. Just like in current circumstances, loot of different qualities can be found inside buildings and other structures. Unlike DayZ, finding a gun is pretty easy, but finding powerful guns takes a bit more searching.
Oh shit.
Several missions with various difficulties are dotted around the map for you to complete. Completing missions will award you with a crate filled with loot and sometimes a vehicle. The quality of the
Why is he
loot and
barking
vehicle
like that?
depend on the difficulty of the given mission, which can range wildly.
Oh.
Some missions have AI that kill you the instant you are visible,
Oh my fucking god.
while other missions have AI that don't even need to see you to kill you.
Oh,
Pretty much
what?
all AI is
Because the universe hates him. I mean, in ARMA, nothing. I believe everything in ARMA.
High alert.
and do not mess around once they find you. The loot collected in missions can be sold in the safe zones on the map. These are areas where players are invincible and can go to buy and sell stuff.
Oh, nice.
Exile
Okay.
has some rudimentary base building features, but lacks any real main objectives other than collecting that cash and murdering other players in the server. Which is fine. Murder is good. Exile is much more infantry
shit.
focused and usually restricts the vehicles to just transports. This is probably a good thing for balance, but it removes a lot of the fun in getting really powerful vehicles and abusing them.
Oh.
Exile adds a few vehicles which range from completely pathetic to mostly useless.
Imagine paying money for that and then it just fucking drops to the fucking hell. Holy
And
shit.
just about all of them will explode upon tapping a tree branch.
All of the vehicles.
Now, I used to
If you
play
have
on
a
this
tank,
pretty
it
kooky
explodes.
server a couple of years back. The server was a PvE only server, meaning you couldn't go around whacking other players, which really removed a lot of the fun. It also had several mods, like changing the map, adding more weapons, and enabling some of the really OP vehicles.
Ooh.
After completing a few missions, my friends and I went back into the safe zone to sell our gamer loot and buy some stuff.
What's with the fucking sloppy? What's with the sloppy noises? Oh
I
my
distinctly
god.
remember a modded sniper we had picked up came with a scope already attached. Inside the sell menu, you can directly sell the scopes off of weapons without needing to take them off. So I did. Only problem was, the scope didn't go away.
Oh yeah.
I tried again, and the scope
Glitch.
remained,
Love
but I
it.
still got the money for selling.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Infinite money.
Pretty
yes.
quickly, my friends and I had all bought the same gun and were selling scope after scope after scope. All was well, and we were slowly but surely gaining some serious gamer cash.
Oof.
Each scope sold for around 50 pop tabs, which is not a lot, so to gain any decent amount we'd have to sit here and sell for many hours. We then realized that there were other weapons that came with more expensive scopes. So we used those
Oh,
to boost
no.
each sale to around 100
Oh
tabs.
my god.
This was pretty good, but still quite slow. Then we made a real
Wait, how much money do you want to cheat off? What the
gamer
fuck?
discovery.
That makes
The
the
thermal
game
weapon
boring.
This one sold for 500 tabs each.
Jesus.
Truly some good money. But then we made an even more realer gamer discovery. I don't really understand why, but when we sold a scope while it was inside a vehicle, the scope remained, but it also duplicated itself. Oh no.
What?
This meant that the first sale would sell 1 scope and turn it into 2, the second 2 into 4.
You just
the third
don't
4
need to
into
buy
8.
weapons anymore.
You get the
Holy
idea.
shit. Yeah.
Naturally, we have used this so extremely hard that we rapidly became the Saudi princes of this crappy exile server. Like any Saudi prince would, we immediately spent all our money on a large quantity of military equipment.
Oof. Oh god. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus. That's some like Yemen drama. Oh my god. That's fucked
I
up.
distinctly remember having
God.
a friend fly around in a Harrier jump jet, while another friend and I flew around in a Russian attack helicopter. We pulled up to a mission to enact cruel justice upon the lobotomized AI and began laying down the law. The only thing was, the AI was not lobotomized, and we got domed by AI Chris Kyle after about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
AI doesn't give a shit
Dang.
what you have.
naturally, we thought this was some bullshit and complained profusely to the server admins. This was a terrible mistake.
No fucking shit, dude.
I don't really know what
glitched
strain
out.
of they were smoking, but they got it in their heads that the friend flying in the Harrier had killed us, and because this server didn't allow PvP, he needed to be banned. But they didn't ban him. They banned a different friend who wasn't even in the same area.
What?
Then we all got our dicks in a knot and continued arguing until they banned another one of us. Nice going, dudes. Later, the rest of us got understandably banned for all the legally and ethically acquired
Yeah,
gamer
that's the reason you should have got banned in the first
and
place,
such was
mate.
the end of our scuffed duplication
God, what the
adventures.
fuck does that even mean? What did you write?
Scuffed gamer cash. And such was the end of our
Words that Sith like to use. What is Sith?
scuffed
I don't get
duplication
that.
adventures.
Wasteland. Oh, okay. This sounds actually good. What is it?
Welcome to the Wasteland. Truly the best game mode. Wasteland is the natural extension of Exile, where the entire map is open for missions and murder. There are several types of missions in Wasteland, each giving you either weapons, cash, or both. Wasteland tends to focus much more on vehicular combat, which I find more fun than just strictly infantry.
Okay.
There are no safe zones, and nowhere is safe.
Oh shit.
Money is
okay.
collected by completing missions and gently convincing other players to stop living. Money can be spent in several different shops dotted around the map. The shops sell weapons, vehicles, and extra equipment for your team. Wasteland missions tend to give lots of money, and the weapons and vehicles are fairly cheap.
Oh.
This means that players gain access to the kooky shit of ARMA
So you don't have to
pretty
farm
quick.
for hours.
In Wasteland, there are 2 main teams and several independent teams fighting. Independent is really fun if you like dying over and over again, so unless you only go alone, I would suggest joining one of the 2 main teams.
Okay.
Similarly to Exile, there isn't really a goal in Wasteland other than collecting lots of cash and
Oh, okay. So in independent, each is on their own. Like there is no team. It's like it's free for all. But in the 2 other one, you are part of a team.
Performing
Okay,
lots of
I think
murder.
I get it.
Wasteland separates itself from Exile in the creativity you have in performing said murder. In Exile, the flexibility you have in approaching a mission is limited, and the weapons you have access to all tend to function the same. Drive or fly up to a mission or bad guy, and then shoot them with a gun. In Wasteland,
Okay.
there are a much larger number of ways you can tackle a given challenge. Let me explain. On the map, there are several gun stores for buying weapons. These stores are good for gearing up to take on missions and other players. But, whenever you go inside one, your location is broadcast to the entire server.
Ooh, oh no.
Oh no. So let's say
Yeah.
I'm over at the airport and I see an enemy has entered the gun store. I now have several options. Maybe I should quickly buy a cheap car.
That basically is like, oh, you have loot alert, like in GTA. But here it seems to be more
Drive
severe.
over, set up on a hilltop, and gun them down to collect their cash.
Yeah.
This could work, but driving around on an open road is quite exposed and fairly slow.
Oh no.
So how
Oh.
about I get a transport helicopter and fly over?
Lockdown.
Helicopters are much quicker, so it's more likely they'll still be inside the store
But
once
you
I
get
get there.
seen
This
faster.
is good, but it's loud and still requires you to locate and kill the enemy with a handheld weapon.
Oh, Jesus!
This wouldn't
oh
be
my
good
God.
enough if they brought a vehicle, which is very
That's
likely
right.
in Wasteland. How about we go to a separate gun store and buy a rocket launcher? This is a good option, but the other gun store is quite far away and he will have likely moved on by the time I get there.
Oh.
Okay, how about we get a tank and drive
There's
over?
some balance
Well,
seems
this
like it.
is
Oh my
really
God.
slow, but also extremely powerful. So instead,
Yeah.
we buy a tank, unlock it, and go buy a helicopter. Then we can sling load the tank and fly it over to the store. This gives us significantly more firepower in the event they have a vehicle, but is also expensive. Maybe instead
There's
of
too
doing
much
that,
money
we buy
for
an
some
attack
dude.
helicopter and deliver heavy ordnance from the air. This is also a valid approach, but is also expensive, and you can quite easily buy an anti-air launcher from the gun store to shoot helicopters down.
Oh yeah, fuck. How do you do that? A sniper rifle
How
is the
about
best
we
part.
buy a jet and deliver
my
even
God.
heavier airborne ordnance?
It's so expensive though.
That would work quite well, but now you have a jet, which is expensive and very tedious to keep around. We'd also like to get his cash, and having a jet around really complicates that. Maybe we should buy a simple armed car, drive up, and shoot them with the minigun. This is cheap, and probably quite effective. Or maybe we should buy an artillery piece.
Oh
and
my
do a gun
god,
storage
how are
experiment.
you gonna get the cash then? What the fuck? He's just complicating things more and more.
From the comfort of plushy, warmed seats. Or instead of showering him in high explosives, we send out hundreds and hundreds of mines around the perimeter of the gun store. Or how about we purchase an entire Air Force worth
This
of
is being like he nailed the perfect like go grief moment like 10 reasons ago. Like this is just being an asshole. How to be more of an asshole, you know?
drones to completely cover the entire map. I like this option because it makes me feel like Barack Obama. Each drone is quite cheap and very fast.
God damn it, these political ones are just on the fucking spot. Oh my god. I mean, not now. They were like, I mean, they're accurate now too. Jesus. Oh god.
The drones have these thermal cameras that can basically see everyone on the map. Very good. We'll choose this option and fly in with a helicopter simultaneously. Once we delete his soul from existence, we land and collect all his money. All $14. Good stuff. Now I love Wasteland, but there has always been a lack of servers available to play on. In the OCE region, there aren't any servers at all anymore. This ain't good.
Shit.
I looked into it, and most people seem to think it's because the vehicles are far too powerful for far too cheap. I agree. If only someone were to do something about this. So, I decided to make it happen, and I've taken it upon myself to solve this terrible problem. Welcome to the Bean Zone. Wasteland.
Oh,
This server is now
nice,
available
okay.
for playing on. I'll probably keep it around for a few months and get rid of it once I'm sick of it. It's got 20 slots, which is probably not enough, but I'll keep it like that for the time being. I've made some balance changes in the price of vehicles, and made the game generally feel a bit more balanced.
Okay.
Powerful weapons like anti-aircraft and anti-tank launchers are a little more expensive. Armed vehicles are also now more expensive. I've made territory capturing much more lucrative so people will actually go for it.
Ooh, nice.
I've added the really
okay.
fast, powerful jets.
So you can
and I've
actually
added
afford the
proper,
fucking expensive
spooky
shit now.
artillery. Now I'd love to get some custom missions and properly integrate mods into the server, among some other things, but my experience is basically zero, so we'll have to wait and see if that happens. To accompany this server, I've also set up a Discord. This is a place where you can profess your love of all things bean related. Much like the ARMA server, I also have no idea what I'm doing, so bear with me while we get things sorted.
Oh shit.
The join links
Well,
to the Discord will be
I
in the
assume that
description,
server
so
is
come on
already
down
dead
and tell
because
me my
this video
videos
was
smell
from
bad.
like when?
So
2
there we
years
go.
ago?
ARMA 3. A great game.
It is
Join my
a
server,
very good game.
become a member of the Blue 4 Republic, and enjoy the Obama lifestyle.
Fuck. Well, not wrong.
Obama out.
Shout out to Yemen. I mean, I don't condone any war. This is just comedic. That's why I laugh. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, Arma's always fun. I played Arma just. I mean, I play usually solo because many of my friends aren't really playing anymore. But it is a very fucking fun game. And yeah, please leave a like and subscribe for now. Have a nice day and goodbye.